Hey everybody, it's Table Battles, the English Civil War. This is the 4th expansion to Table Battles, and you pretty much know what to expect if you've gotten some of the other ones. It's a new deck of cards. It has some new scenario cards and some new formation cards. This includes 4 formation cards that are replacements for cards in our Gettysburg set. There were some minor typos on these cards, and we fixed it for subsequent printings, but we also made them available in this deck for those early adopters. So that is why the 5th Texas is hanging out with Cromwell, if that's why you're wondering about that. Get out of here, Texas. Boom. Now there are 6 scenarios this time around. That is Edgehill, 1st Newburry, 2nd Newburry, Naseby, Tippermuir, and Auldearn. I may have mispronounced those last 2. Apologies to any Scots in the audience if I did. That's Scots as in people from Scotland, not people named Scott. I will not apologize to anyone named Scott. You know what you did. There are a couple of interesting wrinkles this time around that I wanted to highlight in this video. The first is something called Tactical Victory. As you can see on this card, the Royalists have a Tactical Victory condition of 18. What does that mean? Well, typically in table battles, you win by routing a certain number of enemy formations and getting all their morale cubes. And that really works for decisive battles. It also works for those kind of big epic slugfest battles like Gettysburg, where the two sides are just wearing each other down and there are massive casualties. And neither of those really apply to something like Edgehill, where the casualties comparatively are lighter than in the American Civil War, and it wasn't really a decisive engagement. So how the tactical victory works is that as one side does damage to the other, eliminates enemy sticks, they're going to keep count of those sticks. And when they hit that tactical victory number, hit that threshold, they win the game. So the side that doesn't have that, they're going to try to route some information before that happens. And that kind of changes the way you approach the battle and allows the system to be more robust and to handle different kinds of conflicts, different kinds of engagements. Bless you. The second part I want to highlight is this guy over here, who has this kind of unusual absorb reaction. When target suffers hits, this unit suffers 1 less hit per die. That means for every die they have on the card, it's going to reduce the number of enemy hits that it is absorbing. So if there are 2 hits being done and there's 1 die on the card, like is the case here, only 1 hit will be done. If there are 2 dice on the card and 2 is the attack, 0 hits will be done. We also have that going on with some counterattack formations, reactions rather. Like for here, it's 1 hit when it counterattacks, but additionally it suffers 1 less hit per die. And so, if I'm going to attack that guy, I want to do it when I'm actually going to do some damage. At the same time, if he's building up dice for his rather powerful attack, I want to disrupt that. Maybe we'll take that 1 hit without doing any hits, take that counterattack, in order to prevent that formation from hitting me really hard. And so this is a very interesting type of reaction that's in several of the battles this time around, and I really like it. It's really exciting, and you kind of have to decide how many dice to put there, because you don't want to leave yourself without a lot of dice to attack with, but at the same time you want to kind of keep yourself safe, especially if you're counting how many sticks that the enemy is taking of yours in those tactical victory kind of situations. So that's a couple of the kind of big picture things that are different in this expansion. People have been asking for a long time, since we started, when are you going to do the English Civil War? Please do an expansion on the English Civil War. Well, here we are. I hope you enjoy it.